family? Keon, Jalen, what up? What up, guys? What up? He said Lakers need to do something. It's still early. They're gonna do something. It's still early. I need everybody to get them likes up, though. That's what I know. I need that. I need y'all to get them likes up. It's gonna be a good show today, man. I need y'all to get the likes up, man. Perspective, what up? I need y'all to get them likes up, man, for real. Get them likes up. He said, think the Lakers gonna stay. The Lakers not gonna stay the same. They not gonna stay the same. The same is them not getting nobody. They gonna at least add two players at worst case scenario. But if I'm them, I'm gonna be honest. If I'm the Lakers, I'm not making moves just to make no moves. I'm not doing it. See, y'all guys output way different from mine. To be honest, I'm gonna be totally honest with y'all. I'm fine if the Lakers stay pat and don't do nothing, because I think the Lakers need to get. I'm tired of keep saying it, but LeBron opted in, which is a good thing. Maybe he is going to retire. I don't know, but he opted in, which is a tremendous thing. I'm so happy that he opted in, but I'm not truly happy because that don't mean nothing. It's not set in stone or anything. But him opting in is a good thing. Reason why I said I'm good if the Lakers don't do nothing. You guys feel reason why I say that, because I don't think the Lakers. I don't see nothing the Lakers could do to be a championship team. And my thing is if you're gonna do it, you got new ownership. If you're gonna do it right. I don't see no path where the Lakers going to win a championship. I don't see it. With the players they dangling, I don't see it. Y'all think the Lakers closer than what I do. So I'm fine if the Lakers I'm fine if the Lakers stay pat. The Lakers, for all I care, Lakers sign back Jackson Hayes and Allen Lynn. I don't even care. I just think I'm looking long term. I'm looking next year when all them guys become a free agent, when you got Reeves to be a free agent, Rui a free agent, Finney Smith a free agent, Gabe Vincent, Maxi Kleber, Shake Mill, all them guys come off the books. LeBron coming off the books. All them guys come off the books, and you just have Luka, and of course it's gonna be the rookie and Dalton Connect. It'd be Dalton Connect. It'd be Luka, Vanderbilt, Luka, Vanderbilt, Dalton Connect, and I do the rookie they just drafted. He gonna be making next to them second round. He gonna be making what, $2 million. Connect make $4 million. The biggest contract outside of Luka they have is Jared Vanderbilt. That'd be the biggest contract. So my thing is I would rather the Lakers do that. I wouldn't care. Lakers could stay packed for me. I'm good with it. So I'm not really tripping. I'm cool with it. You guys, and reason why I feel the Lakers going to make moves, because I think that Rob feeling a little fired that his job is on the line. And I think that's going to make them make moves. But what I'm scared they're going to do, they're going to make moves that just to make moves. And you bringing in guys who got who next year free agent class is gonna be better. You can it just I'd rather start off clean. I'd rather start off clean. I have to try to get Vanderbilt contract up. I'll start off clean. Connect contract is really nothing. I'll start off clean. Wiggins got money on his books. I ain't a big fan of Wiggins like that. I'd take him, but I think it's better when you have a clear, to me, I think it's better when you have a clear path and you can start making moves. When you don't have to have a contract where now you have to sell off. And what I'm hearing Miami want a first round pick. They want Rui and they want the Lakers to give a first round pick. They bugging. They want Rui, Gabe Vincent, and the first round pick from Andrew Wiggins. They wilding. Andrew Wiggins and Rui to me in the same level. It is that in today's NBA, I think that a guy like Wiggins is probably more valuable. But as far as production, they like the same. Him and Rui is like the same to me. It is that production wise, they the same. But I just think that Andrew Wiggins, by him playing a 3 and he more athletic, I just think he's just more valuable in today's NBA. But production-wise, they're the same. I'm not giving no first-round pick for him. And he got a contract. Nah, I'm not doing it. If he expired contract, I'm not doing it. Like I said, I'm fine with it. Come on, we gotta get the likes up. This is the problem, man. We have a real bad problem on here because we have a lot of people that's members and stuff, and I have to say this stuff. I shouldn't have to say it. There's a lot of people being blue and it's not even benefiting me. I'm being honest. It's not. The light should be going up as y'all come in. That don't do nothing but slow it down and change the mood of the YouTube guys who do this. Yeah, but I'm fine with the Lakers. I'm glad LeBron opted in. I'm so glad he opted in. Because now, once he opted in, now he'd be a true free agent. Now, that don't mean that Lakers still sign him back, but it's totally different when he has that 1-1 and it's on him. It's totally different. Yeah, I like that Lonzo to the Cleveland. I like that. That's why I wanted for that Bingbo Ben Simmons, where he could have went to Cleveland and played a role. Like that's the point I'm making. That's what I'm saying. In today's NBA, these guys is stupid. These players today just stupid. They want to be, everybody want to be. Ben Simmons is a clown. There's no way in the world I'd have picked the Clippers over Cleveland. No way in the world. He went there and get no run, and they ain't gonna resign him. You did that because you want to be in Hollywood. You're not even from LA. You want to be in Hollywood, and you picked the Clippers over Cleveland. And Cleveland had more minutes and everything for you, more of a role. Like, believe me, and you killed your own money and your own value. Because had he been on Cleveland, right? Remember one game, what's the name missed the game? Eric Mobley missed game 2. Ben Simmons would have been starting. Now, that would have been on him, but he could have made an impact starting. Now you would have starting power forward, but you bringing the ball up as a point guard. And you would have took a lot of pressure off Garland, who was hurt. Garland ain't played. So you would have been the point guard and the power forward. And you could have been guarding them guys. He would have been a major help to Cleveland. Ben Simmons would have been major help to Cleveland. Major help. He'd have been a major help. Because mind you, Eric Mobley and Garland missed game 2. So, and mind you, that game 2 they almost won. They had it. I believe that a guy like Ben Simmons, because it's like you had to do so much. He had to do so much. They had, last few seconds, they blew that game. They blew that game in the last few seconds. Had they not blown that game in the last few seconds, one, it would have been a whole, we're talking a whole different thing what could have happened. And he could have been an impact, important player. Let's say if he played a good role in that game. Let's say they'd have won game 2. I hate doing this, but I ain't going to give him no crazy numbers. Let's say if he had like 12 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists, and they won game 2. That would have been big for him. That would have been big, and that would have been an extra game they'd play. Even if they would have lost, let's say in game 6, it still would have been an extra game, and he would have played a bigger role with Cleveland. A bigger role and a needed role. I'm on the move, so it's kind of hard for me to see you guys' comments. Say any big man news? No big man news. It's going to Finney Smith decision comes tomorrow, and LeBron decision. I think LeBron decision was tomorrow too, I believe. But I just think that'd be a good thing. I just think that's a great thing. You know, LeBron opting into his contract, because it gives the Lakers real flexibility, man, for next year. For next year, give him a real good flexibility. Yeah, like, it's crazy. Yeah, but I really like that Lonzo trade. That Lonzo, what he gonna do? Lonzo gonna help in a lot of ways. Lonzo gonna help in a lot, the same way as Ben Simmons, but Ben Simmons would have been even more intriguing because he's bigger and he could play the point guard. But Lonzo is going to be, he dropping dimes to them guys. This is what I don't like about that second apron stuff, because it's killing the NBA. It's killing the NBA. Because a team like Cleveland, now they talk about trading. If I'm Cleveland, I'm running it back. I'm running it back. And now you add Lonzo, which is a good thing. And you just, you know, I think they need a better small forward. Oh, they got, I'm bugging, they got Hunter. Yeah, I just think Cleveland in a good space. If I'm Cleveland, I'm keeping my team, because I'm hearing they may trade Hunter, or they might trade Jarrett Allen or Darius Garland. They need to keep all of them. I keep all of them. Got Lonzo, that's the perfect guy, because he can do more than what Ty Jerome did. He pushes the ball, he can get them easy baskets, and he's way better defender. Way better defender. So now you got all these guys. Now you got a better defender on the court, because Donovan can't defend, or Garland. Now you got a guard that could defend. Now you got a defensive guard, and you got Hunter who could play some defense. Then you got the big guys down back. Now I think Lonzo is perfect, because Garland, they saying he may miss the first 10 games of the season. You start Lonzo, get his foot wet, you good. Yeah, I'm definitely doing that, man. But let's talk about Gilbert Arenas, man. Gilbert Arenas got destroyed by Lowe. Got destroyed. He got destroyed. And see, I want to give a shout out to Lowe. You know I'm going to shout out to Lowe? Lowe handled, it's like Lowe was prepared for it. Lowe was nice, and Lowe played him. Lowe embarrassed Gilbert Arenas. This is the reason why I say, and this will get me mad when Stephen A. Smith says this. He says this all the time. Every time he talks to a basketball player, he always be like, oh, you're a ball player. You know way more than what I know. You know more than I know in your sleep. He said this about every basketball player, and I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. Every basketball player don't know, especially this generation. This generation is even bad. Gilbert not even in this generation, but once them $100 million contracts came out, it's bad. A lot of these guys don't know nothing about basketball. A lot of these guys don't know anything about basketball. And Stephen A. always say that. Oh, you a basketball, you know more than I know myself. That's not true. Because you can't tell me a guy like Gilbert know more than a guy like Jeff Van Gundy. Jeff Van Gundy never played he was no ball player. He was no ball player. Or nothing. He ain't played no high level. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell me that. You can't tell me he know more about basketball than Chris Broussard. Like the thing is, and that's a perfect, I'm really happy, low body Gilbert. He destroyed Gilbert Arenas because, and the way he did it, it was so smart. No yelling. He was calm, and he was setting traps like a motherfucker for Gil. Gil fell into all his traps. He was catching the Gil with every contradiction. He destroyed Gilbert Arenas. He destroyed. That's why it's not worth capping for somebody. When you cap for somebody, and I think that Gilbert needed to get more heat than I definitely think Gilbert needed to take more heat than with Tracy McGrady, because Tracy McGrady felt for it. He felt that Gilbert Arenas defended him, so now he just went the extra mile. He felt for the okie doke. Tracy McGrady felt for the okie doke. He felt that, you know what I mean? Oh, this man took up for me, so now I gotta say something, you know, and he felt for it. And Tracy caught a lot of heat, and Gil getting heat, but I think Gil need to get more heat. And the thing that killed me with Gil trying to do, and what I don't like what Gil trying to do, I hate when people try to do stuff and they start something and then try to hide their hand. That shit bothers me. You know what I'm saying? Gilbert threw something out there. He knew the reaction. He knew everything. And out of all people named, he had to name Kobe. But now he's trying to, no, I'm a Kobe fan. I was trying to do is just dispute this ring narrative. But you used Kobe and then you used them in a bad light that wasn't even true. When you were saying Scottie Pippen, and they never, I'm older than Gil, they never, and I'm a diehard Laker fan, I never heard anybody compare Kobe Bryant to Scottie Pippen. And it's not a diss to Scottie Pippen. And that's just bad because it seemed like Scottie Pippen becoming like the butt of jokes, like, you know what I mean? And that's not the case. But they never compared Kobe to Scottie Pippen. That's just the truth. Kobe was compared to Jordan the whole time. They were saying he the next Mike. After Harold Miner and a couple guys who they were saying there's another Mike that didn't step up to that, Kobe was one. They were saying Mike. They were saying that. I never heard him say no Scottie Pippen. He's lied. So that's why, see, Gil keeps saying, oh, I'm a Kobe fan, and he trying to change the narrative. Like, y'all not listening. He's saying people don't comprehend what he was trying to say. He was basically saying, like, he looking out for Kobe, saying he debunking the situation about the rings. And he wasn't. Because so when you said to Scottie Pippen, you threw everything off right there. You said he was looked at as a Robin, as a Scottie Pippen, and then you sat there and then turned around and said the second best player don't mean anything on the team. So that's the shit that get me mad. I hate when people do that. I hate when people throw something and then try to hide their hand. Because you threw something out there, and I'm glad, that guy Lowe did not let him get up. He was like, nah, Gil. He did not. I'm so happy for Lowe, because sometimes a lot of these guys, when Gilbert come on their show, they start glazing. They so happy that Gilbert know them and it's calling them by their name, or he on their channel. They feel they can't say nothing against Gil. They kiss his Gil ass. I see it. His guys kisses Gil ass. And I like the fact that this guy didn't do that. He didn't do it. He did not let him up. He wasn't glazing nothing. He didn't let up. He let Gil have it. Like I said, respectful. That's the same thing when I was on when I did a live a few days ago, and I said that. I said, well, I said I would never disrespect Gil, but I said I will go at him in a respectful way and say he's wrong and challenge him on some of the things how I feel. You know what I'm saying? But he destroyed Gil. And see, the perfect example, this is a perfect example. Nick Young been in NBA for over 12 years. Brandon Jennings did at least about 10 years. Then you got Rashad McCants. You got all NBA players. They all tried to defend Kobe. See, Gilbert ain't stupid. Gilbert know he could get away with it with them dudes. He could say what he want. That's why I'm not saying that's the only reason, because I know he has a relationship with Nick Young and Brandon Jennings. They always had like a relationship. Nick Young, and he just kind of met Rashad McCants, and Kenya Martin came along. But them three, Brandon Jennings, Nick Young, and Gil always had like a relationship. But he got them guys up there because he know he could say anything. He don't have to challenge them guys. He don't. I mean, them guys, he know they not a challenge for him. He could say anything. See how Nick Young got in his emotions. He was trying to defend Kobe. He got in his emotions, and Gil would try to destroy him and Brandon Jennings, saying, "Oh, y'all was young. Y'all was young. Y'all was in middle school when that happened. You guys was young. Y'all talking to somebody who's in the league." No, the guy low bodied them. He was nice and calm. Let him talk. I loved it. I loved it because he bodied them the right way. He did everything I would have did. Everything he did, I would have did, because the way he challenged and he said it, he threw baits out there. Gil went for the bait. He came right back and said, "Oh well, you can't." He did an excellent job. He did an excellent job. He did an excellent. I love what he did. And he did it the right way. He was catching them. He was setting traps for him. Gil was falling for the traps. He kept catching them, conquered. Because the thing is, when you cap, and this is why I don't respect Gil. He says he's a Kobe fan, and every time he speaks against Kobe, he's always. This is why I said what people say out their mouth don't mean nothing. It's their actions. It's actions. People could say what they want. I'm a Kobe fan. See, y'all understand, but I just want to do a react. I never heard not one time he said anything against LeBron James in any kind of way. Any kind of way. Any kind. And the sad part about it, that was supposed to have been your rivalry. That's why it shows that a guy like him is gutless. Gilbert is gutless. He has no sense of awareness. Like LeBron, I'm not saying he had to bash LeBron every time you see him, but that was your rivalry. You ain't come out, get out the first round because of LeBron. Like that could have changed your legacy some. You couldn't move because LeBron was knocking you out the playoffs every year. LeBron's knocking you out the playoffs every year. You have no guts. Gilbert had no guts. That's just why the perfect example. You cannot sit there and go by. People go on their channels. You got a guy like Gilbert. Gilbert got money. So he could put up a nice studio. That don't mean they know what they talking about. This guy bodied them. And I've been telling you guys this from the gate. You know what I mean? You cannot judge nobody because he got the nice cam. They got former NBA players. They come there talk a whole bunch of nonsense. On that joint, they talk a whole bunch of nonsense on Gil channel. A whole bunch of nonsense. Because you got guys who they want to defend, but they didn't know how to defend Kobe. They didn't know how to defend him. Because the thing is, a lot of these guys, they got a lot of money. These guys, and they don't watch the game or study the game like that. That's why I said the game today is really bad. You got all these guys, these former NBA players getting channels. They're getting YouTube channels, and they're making a killing because it seems like they know. Only thing I can say they may have the edge probably think of a personal story, what goes on in the locker room. That's about it. That's about it. What goes on in the NBA locker room. Now, if they sit there and say, oh, a lot of guys don't get along the way you think, something that we might not see. What goes on in the NBA locker room. And what I don't like about NBA players, the only player I like, former NBA player I like, is one player. And I'm going to tell y'all who. But he gets a lot of flack. He gets a flack because he exposed a lot of shit. Now, one thing I don't like about these NBA players is a fraternity. See, this is why you never going to get a real NBA take. You never going to get their real take, and a take that you can really learn from, because one, it's like these guys always defending each other. Like no matter what, they gonna knock the player, but when it comes to their contracts and stuff like that, they not going to keep it real on certain players. They just not. They not going to keep it real. They always going to be some biasness with them. Oh no, I ain't going to speak. Kenyon Martin got a son in the NBA, so he dead never going to say like a person. The only people they get down on is like Rudy Gobert. That's the only player I heard them say, like, yo, he overpaid and stuff like that. They don't say about no other player but Rudy Gobert. The only player I said that. And it's sad because Rudy do a lot more than a lot of other players they could speak on, and they don't. Like the guy Jaren Jackson Jr., I think he's a bit overrated. They saying that, oh yeah, he should get like a max. How? What did he do to get in the playoffs? He did nothing. He never do nothing. He never do nothing. So you supposed to max him out? Like it's like I don't like what they do. These guys, I don't like what they do. They just be everywhere with it. Everywhere. He hit Gil, and Gil was so stupid. He had Gil in a frenzy because Gil turned around and was like, yo, oh, injury. Gil used injuries as an excuse. Then he used only one team who had a championship mindset. He was coming. It came to a point it was embarrassing. He would have been better off. Gilbert would have been better off just saying, you know what? You right, I was just trolling. I would have just came and just said there. He could have saved face. He'd been better off just said, I was trolling. I just want to stir up something. I really don't. I was trolling. Because you trying to defend it, and he was looking bad every time he tried to defend it. Every time he tried to defend it, he looked bad. Every time. And that's the problem you're going to run across. You're going to run across those problems. You're going to run across those problems because you have to just bottom line be real. The only former NBA player I like, that former or active player, Draymond, like the only active player who has him, and Paul George, the only active players who have contract. I mean, who's got podcasts. But the only player I like that keep it real about everything, and he played with guys and kept it real about them, is Kendrick Perkins. Kendrick Perkins get a lot of flack, but while I like Kendrick Perkins played with Kevin Durant, he went at Durant at times. He played with Westbrook, went at Westbrook at times. He played with LeBron, went at LeBron at times. He call it how he see it. He call it how he see it, and that just you gotta respect that, because if you're gonna be and say this, yo, and Kendrick Perkins always say, yo, listen, this is my job. They get mad. They all get mad at him, feel that he flipping. But no, he's not just gonna say you playing good or you this and that just because. He's not gonna do that. He said Gil trolls for views a lot. Yeah, he do trolls for views a lot, but he is looking bad. You know why I'm looking bad? Because now, and you piss off. My thing is, I'm not gonna feel I have to troll for views. You know why? I'm not saying it's going to you, but you never know. I think, me personally, if I'm a former NBA player, that YouTube, I don't know how his YouTube money looking. He got his own thing going on. But I would want to be on a team. If you feel you so smart and you know all about the NBA, the ins and out, and you know the stuff about the NBA, and you so smart and you feel you could help far as in the front office or coaching staff. Why do this stuff? It's like, because Gilbert would never get a job. Gilbert would never get a job. And I would think that would be some of the goals, to be a judge. It's more financial benefit. It's more, you could benefit more financially. This YouTube thing, you don't know how how long it lasts. You just don't know. This thing might not last long. His show, all it takes, people start getting tired, him getting exposed like this, and you pissing people off. This is why I wouldn't feel comfortable with YouTube like that. All it takes, he start pissing people off, and people starting to get tired of his show, or another show similar comes out, and all the traffic goes there. And now what you gonna do? Not saying you ain't gonna make no money. I don't know what other things he got going on, but it could change things that fast. All it takes for another person platform come out, and people flock to that, and you lose a lot of viewership. And you can lose a lot of viewership, like you playing with fire. You playing with somebody that is loved and that's died. See, that's why I said Gilbert is stupid, because you saying, yeah, you're gonna get a heavy reaction, but you can have a lot of people you piss off, and that party who was fucking with you, and you can lose a lot of viewership, because you're doing that to somebody that's died, and he's loved at the same time. He loved by a bunch of NBA players. He loved by a lot of fans. Then he died, and then you keep doing it. That's why Nick Young just not smart enough. Nick Young not smart enough to articulate and say it. So he comes and he just be talking, but he has a point. He said, "Yo, Gil, you always keep putting him in, and it's never nothing positive, because he keeps saying, no, I'm trying to stop. I'm talking about the ring. No, you're not, because one, you said Pippen. That's not true. That's not true. How they compare Pippen? That's not true. They never said that. He's saying people around the league they never did that. From the time Kobe came in the league, they were saying Michael Jordan. From the time he came in the league. So that was a lie. So now you saying that, and then you sat there and said, you sat there and said, oh, nobody respects second options. That's not true. That's not true. You don't respect it. And then he said that you don't respect second options. But then he tried to twist second option. Everybody be, oh, this person that, like, now like, stop it. Get caught in his lies. You sat there and said nobody respects second option. And that's not true. And they never looked at Kobe as they look at Pippen. And you can't compare the two. Because Jordan was dropping 40, Pippen was scoring 18 points. Kobe led in scoring a lot of times. And a lot of times they was 2 or 3 points apart. They both have 30. Shaq could probably have 34, 37, and Kobe may have 34. Like, it was a lot of that. Shaq with 40, Kobe 37. Like, you know what I'm saying? That happens a lot. Sometimes Kobe led in scoring. Kobe was closing out, hitting the big shots after big shots. Like, all Gil do is go on stats. That's all he do. He's averaging 30. That's all he go on. He is sad. It's like he don't know better than sit there and say, oh, anybody could have just did with Derek Fisher. No. They ain't trying to diminish Derek Fisher. That is not true. He trying to make it like, oh, anybody should Derek Fisher. I could have just sat there my last year in the NBA. I could have did with that. No, you couldn't have. No, you couldn't have did what Derek Fisher did. Derek Fisher was a leader, number one. See, people don't realize all that matters. To come to win is not just you feel. See, he think because he a better scorer than Derek Fisher. And let's say he said his last year in the NBA. So let's say Derek Fisher averaged 8 points. Right, or 9 points. He probably feel, oh, ain't nothing. I can always get to 12 points. He always gonna feel he could get to 12 points, even on his last legs in the NBA. So he feel he could do what Derek Fisher did, and that's not the truth. That's definitely not the truth. You can't do what Derek Fisher did. Derek Fisher had big shots. You're not even putting that. He made key passes. His leadership, how many charges big charges that in the playoffs. It's about possessions. Possessions is big. Every possession counts, especially once you get to the second half. These critical possessions. You wasn't doing the stuff Derek Fisher was doing. You would never did that. Derek Fisher taking charges. Derek Fisher making the right plays. The open shot wasn't, nah. The right pass, nah. Then the voice in the locker room. Soon as Derek Fisher left the Lakers, soon as they brought him right back, he made an impact on Utah Jazz and OKC. He made an impact on both teams. Both teams. OKC and Utah. He was a major key piece. Oh, you could have did that and had me there telling Derek Fisher. And then he told Devin George. No, those guys played their role. They did what they had to do. Bro, you sound crazy. He said, I guarantee you Derek Fisher could not play for the Wizards and get them. That's, yo, bro. Everybody and their mother know he's not no scorer. Nobody's saying he's a better player than Gilbert Arenas. Nobody's saying but he's more of a winning impact player though. Gilbert, you just looking at, no, he wouldn't have scored 29, whatever Gilbert averaged. No, he wouldn't have did that. No, he wouldn't have did that. I'm not saying he would have did that. What Gil did try to diminish. He tried to diminish what Derek Fisher did, saying that he could have did that his last year. No, he couldn't. Gil was washed. This last NBA season we played in Memphis, he was washed. And then I just realized what you said. You said, and get them what Gil got them. I believe he would have got them what Gil got. I definitely believe that. They had guys who could score. That team, oh yes. Yes, he could. Yes, he could. They ain't go far like that. Yes, he could. I guarantee you he could have did that. Derek Fisher, you remove Gilbert Arenas and put on that team with Antoine Jameson, Caron Butler, he'd have given you 10 points, but other people would have stepped up and scored. Now, and they would have been a better defensive team. You're just looking at points. I believe he'd have had the Wizards playing better. I definitely believe that. They had two guys getting you 20 already in Caron Butler and Caron Butler and Antoine Jameson. They had guys who could score already. Derek Fisher get you his little solid 10 points. Smart, good locker room guy. Had the team ready. Nah, I definitely think yes he could. It ain't like you like Wizards went to the finals or something. To get them to the playoffs and they lose first round. Yeah, he could have did that. Yes, he could have. Yes, he could have. He could have did that. Y'all looking at the game the wrong way. Y'all just look at, and that's what y'all look at the game how Gilbert looked at. If he averaged 30, it don't work like that. Tracy McGrady, oh, he averaged 35 points. That means he'd average 35 points on the Lakers. There's a lot of tangible things that Kobe did that Tracy McGrady wasn't doing. That's just a fact. There's a lot of tangible things that Kobe did that that T-Mac was not doing. Those hard-fought players, I honestly think that's what he was trying to say. I think he was trying to say he would have did exactly what Kobe did. He didn't say it, and that's smart that he do got some wiggle room, but he's saying you don't think I would have won a ring? And Gilbert like, plural. Like, come on. Gilbert like, Shaq would have won anybody. Any one of us. Then Kenyon Martin said he would have won with Shaq. Like, it wasn't, Shaq was dominant, but it wasn't like that. Like, stop it. Kenyon Martin talking about he was the one with Shaq. Like, nah. Y'all act like, stop it. Yeah, Shaq was dominant. How come he ain't want Penny Hardaway? He said he's from DC, and Gilbert is not on Derek Fisher, and Derek Fisher's not on Gil Lee. I think you misunderstood everything I said. I'm not saying Derek Fisher. You okay? Let me ask you this: Gilbert last ring, eh, Gilbert last year in the league. He said he did what Derek Fisher did. Do you think he would have? You think that Gil could have did what Derek Fisher did? Once Gil got banged, he wouldn't have been able to do that. He wouldn't have. Gil don't even know how to play that style of basketball. Yeah, you saying from DC? I watch. I watch. I watch the games. I don't have to be from DC, but I watched and I know what I saw. Y'all fail to realize fit is matters on the team. Why you think Glenn Rice, they got him up out of there? They won that one championship with Glenn Rice, but Rick Fox and them fit better. They didn't need three guys who needed to score 20 points. They didn't need that. Gil thinks like a loser. You know how I could tell Gil is not that? He don't see no value in Rudy Gobert. He don't see none. That's when you know somebody don't really... For him to be a basketball player, he see no value in Rudy Gobert. None. And Gilbert got destroyed. Oh yeah, he cooked Gil. He cooked Gil in every which way. He made Gil look bad. That's why when they be like, oh, guys ain't... Gilbert made it so bad for guys who, NBA players. He made it bad for NBA players. He kills all 8 points. And just because somebody played in the NBA, that don't mean they know everything. Like, they just talented. A lot of them guys, I'm telling you, I've been around them. A lot of them guys, after the game, they go, you got, number one, the phone. The big difference, these phones. They not watching the games like that. They not. These guys not watching the game like that. A lot of these guys not watching basketball like that. After the game, I'm telling you what most players do. Majority of players, if they single, even if the guy's not single, but Majority of the players, they got girls in pretty much every city. In every city. If they don't have a girl, they may fly them in if a girl close to that city. You got Instagram now. These guys, they got girls in every city when they're on the road. If they don't got a girl, they probably go out to a lounge or something popping, or they just go home. These guys ain't think about no basketball. They ain't think about no basketball, man. You could tell by Brandon Jennings and Nick Young. It's like they don't know. They be like, "What's that guy name?" Like it's embarrassing. These guys, I'm not saying they don't love the game. Some guys just love to play it, but they don't have to truly love where they sitting there and watching it and knowing players from other teams and knowing a lot of different. I don't care for. Only thing I like when former NBA players talk, I love when they talk stories. I love when guys talk stories. When they talk about something like that we might not know. But far as when they just talk the game, I for a lot of them I don't like it. Because they always going to favor. They not going to get down on players like they should. And when it comes to people contracts, they not going to say nothing. And that's what destroying the NBA. That's destroying the NBA. That's destroying the NBA. These guys with these contracts and they can't live up to it. And Gil normally benefit by going at guys who don't know what they're talking about. That's why he on the show he super loud. I never seen him that calm. No, he looked this he ran circles around him. He ran circles around him. Circles. He ran circles around that boy. And he did it gracefully. He waited. It was perfect, man. I really shout out to him, man. I really enjoyed the way he did that. He really put the belt to him. Really. And it was well deserved. I know a lot of people happy that he did that. A lot of like NBA players, because he did it where now Gil can't say nothing. He body boy. Yeah, but I'm gonna have to run, but I will be back live later today, man.